Everyone to the 7-year anniversary of basically my channel. It's came a very long way from originally what it started. When it started, it was basically like reviewing games. That's the way I wanted it to go. And what inspired me was things like Angry Video Game Nerd, stuff like that. So at the time, I didn't really know what I wanted. So I chopped and changed a few ideas, and right at the start, it was going back to, like, say, my brother. He was doing, like, Call of Duty, like, kill cams, and some, like, quick scopes, shit like that. And basically, he had his setup, and he showed me what he could do, and why don't you try it? And I was like, fine, yeah, okay. Now at the time, like I said, it was like getting the idea, what do you want on your channel? And gaming was mine, and I didn't know how to go about it. So for a long time, I sat and I figured out, okay, what's the game going to be? How am I going to do it? And basically, the video we're going to look back at is the first gaming video I made. Literally the first one, where I sat, wrote a script. The script didn't work, so I tried to do it off the cuff. Editing, everything you can possibly think of. That's what I done with this video. But the channel originally started out as 8 Rodimus. That's what the channel's original name was 8 Rodimus. And then it progressed to Rebellion Games reviews, I think it was. I think that's what me and Scott came up with. And the video started to change, where it would take, like, I'd record, I think Skyrim's one of the ones I can probably think back and remember, where I'd sit and record a big video, okay, and then I'd chop it up and try and paste together the funny things. And it was fine. It was fine. What I was using at the time to record was the 360 PS4 along with a PVR, and that's what I used. So you had your limitations, and the setup was all over the place because you had cables running everywhere going into the PC, and it was annoying on this end. But at what I was trying to put out, I was trying to do what I could do best with the PC I had at the time. And then I took a break. Just nothing was happening. I didn't know how to promote myself. I didn't know, like, sort of like Discord, stuff like that, or even like the great friends I've got now. At the time, it was work, took a back seat, and the channel tried something different, which turned into eventually what you see today. The channel went and got a new name. It started, I think it was called the Super Awesome Bros, where I was going to be working with someone, making content and doing it as Let's Plays. And basically, it wasn't like hard feelings or anything, but there wasn't content, and I was really let down. I felt let down, so I just took the massive break. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just had enough of YouTube. So I took that break. PC came, and this was a year later. The PC came, one I use today to make videos, and me and Scott sat and we were trying to discuss, like, what can we call the channel. And this is a story I've always wanted to tell, because I don't think a lot of people know why it was the gaming fault when it's obviously is a vault door I've got as a symbol, but why is it fault? And it was a play on words. I'm a big believer in play on words. So at the time, when you think back, when this channel when the logo and everything was done, and this was the image I was going to go with, the channel needed its name, and I thought the gaming fault because you had so many games at the time where there was just so many glitches, so many patches, everything was faulty. And I thought it'd be funny, well, I love Fallout, why don't we call it Fault? And that was it, it's just stuck. It was the catch to the channel's name. I had a lot of people asking at the time, why did you spell it wrong? I was like, I didn't, it's a play on words. So that's how the gaming fault became what it is. And it took a long time to get the progressive going. Okay, what do we want? This is what we need. And then you start seeing the games coming with the live. At the start, I'd done a few live streams, but then with the Let's Plays, it became more and more and more until today, where now you get to see what the finished product is, which is like you see Dark Souls, you see Resident Evil HD, you have your Battlefield live streams, you have your wrestling, and having all yous guys, like I said, it's not like fans, it's friends, and that's the way I look at it. It's always been friends. It means more to me than just like going out there. Yeah, I do want to make this a business, but at the same time, I'll respect everybody and I'll help anybody out. Like, people know that. So, what we're going to do is watch the very first video, like gaming video I made. You'll clearly see that editing was a bit choppy and the mic was terrible. The mic I actually used was a Rock Band mic compared to now where I use the Blue Yeti, which has been amazing. That was actually Scott has helped me out with that. Scott, you might not see in the channel quite a lot, but behind the scenes, Scott has done quite a lot with making sure I've had the right equipment in the sense of microphone, the correct equipment for recording, the PVR, and I can't remember the one he originally had. I can't remember it, but I had like the very basic one where it wasn't in HD. It was just put the red, yellow, and white cables in, and off you go. I wish just now I could like use my camera to show you guys instead of just having a static image. With the bitrate and internet, it'd be buffering all over the place. So to have the static image and like talking to you, I'm quite happy to do that. But you know yourself, if you've got any questions you want me to answer, just put it in the chat. I'll see it in the chat. And if you wish to donate, click the link. There will be a flash up on the screen. As usual, you can promote whatever you want. If you want to promote your channel or upcoming videos or anything, by all means, feel free if you wish to do that. So, if you want to watch the video, let's get it going. And this, I watched it back. I did. It's not embarrassing watching it back when you think to some of the stuff I've done now. It's weird seeing it from all these years ago. It was released. The channel was up 7 years ago, but the first video took a while to become what it was because I needed to make sure, it was trying to be perfect, but you can never have a perfect video. So the first video came out on 26th of June 2011, I think it was. So like the video was nearly 6 years old. So let's give it a watch. So basically it was my take on the Doom franchise at the time. And here we go. I'm just going to mute my mic so there's going to be no sound in the background. Enjoy, guys. This is the very first video. Find funny. Like I said, there's so many things. You can tell how different I am here compared to my video at the time. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, it's Will here. So for my next video, it's going to be, obviously as you see, it's going to be Doom. The reason I'm doing Doom is because of how much it has changed the ways I look at first person shooters in this day and age. Now obviously you do get a lot of first person shooters now on the machines, but very few can pull it off. Halo, Call of Duty, Killzone, just to say a few. Every company's trying it, and know a lot of companies can do it. But back in the mid-90s, you really didn't have a lot of first-person shooters. It really changed the way people thought of gaming. I mean, obviously I know the big ones like a Quake, Wolfenstein, Duke Nukem, but Doom was that was just the end-all of first-person shooters. If you've not played Doom, then God knows what you've been playing then. So why do I think of Doom is the best one? Purely because of the way it changed the way you played gaming. Now back at the time I started playing this, I was still playing the likes of the Master System, the NES, Mega Drive, Super NES, just to say a few, but you never really played a lot of like games such as this. I mean, this game had a lot of things, like say the controversy around it. I mean, like obviously the people you're killing, the satanic imageries and that. I mean, just look at that there, that guy's just got blown to smithereens. I mean, you never seen that in sort of like Alex the Kid, something like that. But this game changed a lot of things. This game practically put a smile on your face with some of the stuff you've done. Obviously there's some certain nods to certain movies. I mean, Evil Dead is obviously one with a shotgun and chainsaw. I mean, even the creator John Carmack actually mentioned that. So it's like daffy nods like that. And obviously you've got the likes of like alien influence, stuff like that. But the more I think of it, it's still one of the games where in this day and age you can sit and you can still enjoy playing it. I mean, talking sake, I was playing Doom 2 in the 360 and I busted my arse trying to get an achievement just to get the suit for my guy, from my avatar. But I still prefer the first two. I mean, I still think Doom 1 and 2 are the best ones. Now, unfortunately, I don't think that with Doom 3. Yes, Doom 3 is extremely jumpy, but by God is it so boring. I mean, graphics are stunning, the graphics are amazing. I mean, looking at it just now, some of the games today don't even look as good as that. But it was lacking one thing. I mean, it had the atmosphere. Sorry, I say one thing, but I mean two. One, it didn't have a lot of the monsters coming out attacking you, and two, the music was just, there was no music, and that was one thing a lot of people loved about the Doom games. I mean, you remember a level, you remember the music, like Hangar from the first level, you remember the music instantly. But it was no there, and what you got was a very linear game with quite a boring storyline. I mean, obviously the other games had like a storyline at the start to tell you what was happening, like you're a marine trapped on Mars and you've got to fight off Hell's demons, and obviously Doom 2, Hell on Earth, same idea except on Earth. But this one, it was an ongoing storyline about them having experiments and release the monsters of Hell. So one of my wee things I've done here with this, just to show you it can be changed, I actually got the Hangar music. I don't know, I think it's from the SNES version, but just it's like a wee piss take, so to speak. We all know the Doom movie, done like a montage to it, so this is my montage to it, so I'm going to be quiet for a couple minutes and just let you enjoy. So what's the future hold for the Doom franchise? Already we've had Quake 4, finally Duke Nukem Forever, and the granddaddy of them all, Wolfenstein. But where does it leave Doom? Rumours have of Doom 4 getting made that's all it's been rumours. We don't know any more than that. id Software's been working a lot with Bethesda, with likes of Brink, and obviously their new game coming out called Rage. But where does it leave Doom, like I asked? It's still... It leaves a hole that should be filled with this game, purely because I still think nothing can touch it. Look at Call of Duty. Okay, people play online religiously, but say in 10 years time, would you go back and play the story? No. Doom, I still go back and play the story, and I know a lot of people that do. Okay, obviously multiplayer, servers, blah 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 blah, you can get it back in Xbox Live, but how many times have you went back and played Doom compared to, say, a Call of Duty Black Ops storyline? It's a no-brainer. Everybody who loves Doom always goes back to the story, and that's the type of game it brings out in people. It makes you enjoy gaming for what it is, instead of, like, obviously it's brilliant to have all these technical advances, but back then that's what it was. It was proper gaming, and blowing somebody up with the BFG 9000 never put a smile on somebody's face or ram the chainsaw into them. I mean, that's what it was. It was just such a fun game to play. So here's hoping that Doom 4 is not long round the corner, and if you're still playing at Doom, all the best, and take on hell with anything, with the shotgun and the chainsaw, and let it put a smile back in your face.
And there you go, guys. That was the very, very, very first video I ever made, game-wise, where I sat, done all the recording from the Xbox original, I think it was I did. Yeah, it was Xbox original. And Doom was recorded from the PlayStation 1, if I remember, because that was the final Doom. That was final Doom you've seen. I just want to say a big hello to the chat. I can see ECR, Gamerson, Super Rising Storm, all good people watching, hanging out in the chat. And Gamerson's asked the question, did I like Hex or Heretic? I did Dawn of the Triads. Never played that one, but I did enjoy the adult games at the time, and Doom kind of catapulted it. And it's different now, like back in the video, who would have thought Doom 4 would have been just a reboot of Doom 2, and it was brilliant. And like the stuff I actually say in the video about you needed the music, there's no atmosphere, boom, when you go back and play the Doom 2016, which was my game of the year, they fixed everything that was wrong with that game. They just fixed it, and it played much more smoother. It felt like a Doom game. The music was just fantastic. So many amazing things about that game. Now, when you look back at that video, it's not like I can pause it and laugh at my voice or anything, but you can tell that I've changed in the way how I conduct myself. Doing a game live reaction, so to speak, when you see my Let's Plays, it is basically a live reaction when I've got the webcam on, and you see exactly in the moment how I'm feeling. And I didn't think I'd be able to do that. Back then, it was nerve-wracking. See, sitting here just now talking to basically you guys when I know you are not in the same room as me, but basically talking to you guys and doing videos like this now, it's easier. It's a lot easier compared to then. I was very nervous when it came to recording my voice because I didn't know how my voice would sound coming out. I didn't know how to use the correct words. I'm trying to say, so when you hear me talking, there's a lot and obviously I think I said obviously quite a lot during that video, and it was funny. I think somebody actually counted it. I can't remember what the count was, but that's when I was trying to script myself, and I just couldn't do it. Try to script yourself, unless you are really good at reading scripts and you've got the voice to do it. It's easier. To me, it wasn't. And using like the microphone I had, which was a Rock Band one, holding it up to my mouth, and you hear me moving the microphone. It was quite funny when I actually watched it again today. And I think that was the first time I've watched that video probably since I actually made it. There's a lot of videos I'm proud of. There's a lot of ones where I'm like, I wish I worked harder on it. But that's one of the things, you grow and learn, and you take advice, and where like to implement it and how to fix what you were doing and how to like change everything you've done. So like say, you see that video I've made, and that was like the first game video, to what you get now, where you get a lot more graphics. I made my intro, the one you've seen in the Pit Boy, I sat and made that in Sony Vegas. Everything from then, 7 years ago, when I just had this idea, I'll do this as a hobby, to now where do I want to become a professional YouTuber? Everybody wants to become a professional YouTuber. You need a catch, you need this, you need that, and it's just your luck. That's what I put down to, it's your luck. Until then, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy everything that's happening. I've met great friends on it, the likes of Tambo Computing, Flow, Cat, ECR, Gamerson, Seaman, Big Daddy Land. There's just the list is endless, really is endless of the people I've met. Obviously, a big thank you will always have to go to Dead on Dave. Dead on Dave has been like, he's helped me with stuff, giving me advice when I needed to learn how to try and live stream or any questions, and he has always been really nice to me when I've spoke to him. So thank you, Dave. Thank you to all you guys that stuck with the channel, and hopefully we can get to the 500 subs for the summer. That's my goal. I didn't think when I started getting back into the serious, which was September last year, when my illness basically took over my body, I didn't think it would become what it is now. I genuinely didn't think that. I didn't think I'd chop change, have a wrestling live stream. The live streams you see, like the Battlefield or any other things, I genuinely didn't think that was going to happen. And the future looks bright. That's the thing. There's nothing that I'm looking ahead and going, I'm dreading. I'm not. I'm actually really looking forward to everything you guys are going to see. With Resident Evil finishing, I'll let you guys know today. I'm taking a week off. I'm taking a week off from putting any content up, apart from the wrestling live stream, because all I have to do is similar like to this. I press a button. But creating, I just want a break away from it. I want just a week to relax, because I have not, in a theory, done like anything like taking a break from it. Everything, I'm always recording, and people might think it's easy. It's not, especially when you have got the back pain, lower back pain, and you can't feel your right leg. So to take that week off to recharge, and probably towards the end of the week, I'll start the recordings of Evil Within, which is the brand new Let's Play, which was selected by Catherine. She wanted to see that, so that was easily done. But everything goes to you guys. It's a big thank you. You guys have really stuck by me, enjoyed my videos. Just hanging out in the chat, you have done so many things. It's been unbelievable. There's no enough words I can use to thank yous. And anybody watching after this video who's stuck with me and watched any videos, I thank you as well. It's one of those things. I'm very humble about it. And it's weird. It's a weird feeling. Seeing everything the way it's came. It is really weird. where I had an idea back 7 years ago, and how many times it changed, the name changed, until I stuck with this name, the Gaming Fall, and that's how everybody knows me. And having the Let's Plays, having the live streams, that's just something I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying it. We'll try and do new things. I always want to try and get new things on the channel. I've tried different things that didn't work, but seems to be like the live streams is one, that's a definite. And obviously we'll keep going with the Let's Plays. That's basically what this channel was made on, was the gaming, and that's how it always will continue. You'll never see me go anywhere different. This is what it always will be. You never know, I might have a live stream like gaming night where people can like call in and ask about the games, or like tell me about their favourite games. You never know, we might do something like that, which I think will be interesting for everybody. But until then, I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of yous. This wouldn't be what it is without yous guys. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a long time, but I think doing it as a live stream, telling yous right in the spot, with people's watching, people are in the chat, I'd rather tell yous right now, like, thank you so much for belief, sticking by me, and making me feel better during a really bad period of time in my life. You guys have stuck by me, and it's made what the channel is and what you see has been amazing. Thank you so much, guys. New video out tonight of Resident Evil. That will continue probably over the weekend until it finishes. Then I'm having my week off. So I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this live stream today as well. Looking back at my first video, it's still strange seeing it then and then seeing what I can do now. But thank you so much for hanging out. If you're new to the channel, check out Dead on Dave. And if you're in the UK and you love your wrestling, go to wrestlecrate.co.uk and type in the promo code Dead on Dave. Save yourself 10%. You also have Real Talk the Metaphor Messiah, who's dropping War Games on 420, which I just can't wait for. But until then, guys, thank you so much. And peace.